Senior ministers in Australia's government are locking in behind Prime Minister Tony Abbott as he prepares to face a possible showdown for the leadership of his Liberal Party.
That's right. Incidentally, reports are emerging that Abbott's Communications Minister, Malcolm Turnbull, has been canvassing support to take up leadership in the event that the Prime Minister is unseated.
So backfighting in Australia's ruling Liberal National Coalition has descended into open warfare.
Tony Abbott has been an absolutely fantastic opposition leader, in my view the best the country's ever had. In effect, he has been a great wartime leader. We now need a great peacetime leader, and quite frankly the Prime Minister is still operating on that wartime.
I can understand that various members of Parliament have grievances, and on behalf of their constituents they should air them. But we have an obligation to be united.
Prime Minister Tony Abbott has appealed to disgruntled party colleagues to stop navel-gazing and dismiss the judgment of former Victorian Liberal Premier Jeff Kennett that his leadership is terminal. While 4 of Abbott's backbenchers have publicly demanded their concerns about his leadership be resolved, possibly through a vote at next Tuesday's party room meeting, senior cabinet figures have moved to defend his performance. The Prime Minister has been battling to save his leadership in the wake of damaging losses for Conservative governments in Queensland and Victoria and a captain's call to give Prince Philip a knighthood. That decision even seemed to draw the eye of media mogul Rupert Murdoch, who had supported Abbott in the past, leading political commentators in Australia to dub it the biggest celebrity breakup of the year. Ironically, Abbott warned his party against responding to the troubles by ousting the leader, as the former Labor government did by replacing Kevin Rudd with Julia Gillard.
I know that there are some decisions that we made that we could have done more to explain and justify. I know that at some stages last year, as a government, we bit off more than we could chew. Now, I've learnt the lesson. I really have learnt the lesson.
A spokesperson for Liberal frontbencher Malcolm Turnbull has denied that he is canvassing backbenchers for support in a potential vote on the leadership. Earlier, reports emerged that 2 MPs had revealed Turnbull had called them to gauge their support. Turnbull's office said that he was not trying to secure numbers if there was a spill. Will the Prime Minister, whose popularity rating is at an all-time low, find himself displaced from his seat come next week? We are joined by our bureau correspondent in Melbourne, Jude Fernando.
As of next week, it is doubtful that Tony Abbott will stay as Prime Minister due to growing pressure from his party, where 3 MPs are calling for a vote on his leadership. So the 18 months since he was elected, Mr. Abbott's approval ratings have fallen below 30% this week. Cancellation of paid parental leave, increase in Medicare costs, high university fees, and his decision to award knighthood to Queen Elizabeth II's husband, Prince Philip, all added to the negative approval ratings. Even one Liberal, Dennis Jensen, has publicly called on the Prime Minister to actually step down. For News First, I'm Jude Fernando reporting from Melbourne.